You can take that off there, the screen. Court is in session and calls number 320442. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Leroy Smith. We have Mr. Smith appearing via Zoom. Mr. Smith, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Smith, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Smith?
All right.
That's good. Mr. Smith, you're here represented by your attorney, who is also appearing via Zoom, Attorney Tom Burbank. Attorney Burbank, how are you doing?
Your Honor, if I was any happier being in this court, I'd be just, but no, I'm doing fine, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Burbank, do you waive a record in Mr. Smith's case?
We do.
And the state is represented by Attorney Tommy Coleman. Attorney Coleman, how are you doing?
Doing good, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, I have before me a motion to revoke probation. This motion that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office on July 10th of 2019 alleges that you, Leroy Smith, on the 9th day of May of 2019, that you were found guilty for the offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration of 0.15 or more, and that your punishment was assessed at 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail, a fine of $500, and the confinement was probated for a period of 1 year. In this motion, there are 3 allegations. There are 6 allegations. State, are you abandoning allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Smith, the state is abandoning allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what that means is they will not be proceeding on those allegations. However, they will be proceeding on allegation number 1. And allegation number 1 alleges that you, Leroy Smith, committed the offense of driving while intoxicated on or about the first day of June of 2019 in Orange County, Texas, against the peace and dignity of the state in violation of condition number 1 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
That's true.
Okay. Now, Mr. Smith, are you pleading true to allegation number 1 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true because it is true?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, I also have before me some documents. The first document that I have is titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment. On this document, Mr. Smith, on page 1, there's one box that's checked, and that box that's checked has the letters MTRP next to that box, and MTRP means motion to revoke probation. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials, and the initials are LS, and there's another set of initials, and those are your attorney's initials, TB, and it's next to a box that's checked true, MTRP, true to allegation, and it has hashtag or number 1. So it says that this is a motion to revoke probation, and you're pleading true to allegation number 1. Is that, are these your initials on this document? LS?
Yes, sir.
Now, on page 3 of this same document, oh, hold on a minute. Okay. Now, on page 3 of this same document, Mr. Burbank,
Yes, Your Honor.
he was supposed to put his signature on this docket, but on page 3, he has his initials where his signature goes.
Oh, you're supposed to put his signature on there, Judge.
Yeah.
He may only do it. That may be the way he signs, is it?
Now, on the other document, he has his name signed Leroy Smith. Mr. Coleman, is there any way you can send this document back to Mr. Burbank
Yes, Judge. I think I figured that out the other day how to do that. Let me give it a shot.
Okay, thank you. He's gonna send it back to you, Mr. Burbank, and once you sign and send it back, we should get it. Or once he signs it.
Mr. Smith, right here, sign your name, okay?
All right.
Sign it. Yeah, sign, do your, not your initials, but sign your name.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
I've sent it back, Tommy.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I have it. Mr. Smith,
Yes, sir.
back to State's Exhibit number 1, which is a misdemeanor plea admonishment. On page 3 of this document, there's a signature at the top above the line that's titled defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, which is top, oh, wow. Y'all didn't even sign the, the next document, I have any boxes checked.
Well, which one, Judge? I looked through them all.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the trial court certification, of the defendant's right of appeal.
Yeah, no, we signed it. It was
looks-
on mine.
Uh-oh, it must have came off some kind of way.
Yeah, when I reviewed it, Judge, I thought it was signed. Now, I don't know that those boxes were checked, but there
Yeah,
were
that's
signatures.
The boxes weren't checked, but
Oh, that's
There
what
were,
I'm saying.
there were signatures on there.
Yeah, I got the signatures. You go ahead on and send it back to me. Y'all can check off those boxes and go over it with him. I just sent it back.
just check it off, Tommy.
I've already sent it back.
Send it back to me.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I had a question for you.
Okay, my mic was on mute.
Oh, yeah. The reason why it wasn't signed, Judge, is because the plea agreement is for 30 days credit for time served because he's been in since May 1st. But if you don't go along with that, then he does have a right to appeal.
I mean, if I don't go along with that, we'll give you the opportunity to withdraw your plea. That's what happens after that. And then you have a right to appeal.
Usually the courts do it, but I've done it. I've sent it back, Judge.
Yeah, but I don't check it off. Okay. Okay. Let's see this, Smith. Mr. Burbank, have Mr. Smith have the bailiff to take his mic off of mute. I can't take it off of mute from here. I could put it on me, but I can't.
Knock on the door.
Oh, yeah, take his mic off of mute. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Smith, I have before me a document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. At the bottom of this document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are two boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you are waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Smith, before you signed and initialed these documents that I've just mentioned to you, that is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal and states exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the
Yes,
best of your
sir.
knowledge? State, I have before me states exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer states exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states 1.
Any objections?
No objections to states 1.
Okay, no objection. States exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Burbank, you advised and counseled Mr. Smith. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, your attorney, Mr. Burbank, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Smith, I will accept your plea of truth to allegation number 1. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your pleas and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and your probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of true to the allegation number 1 and containing the state's motion to revoke probation, the state's recommending that the defendant's probation be revoked, that the judgment be reformed, and that he be sentenced to 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Additionally, we're asking that the court give the defendant credit for the 30 days that he's previously spent in jail on this case, essentially making it a time served offer, and also giving him credit for the time that he served to go toward taxing and retiring his court costs, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Smith, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you would not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $127, but you will not have to pay the $127 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Smith, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Smith, this will conclude your case. Please knock on the door. I'll follow the bailiff and you're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I be
Yes.
excused, Your Honor?
And yes, Mr. Burbank, you may be excused and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right. Thank you, sir.